G'day viewers, welcome to the end of another week, and it's the increasingly inaccurately named Totally Fucked Up Friday.
G'day viewers, I'm back again. I wasn't here on Friday because yet another medical emergency happened, but they're so common now that our man Angry has said, just do it Sunday, man, it'll be fucking fine. And we're going, yeah man, fucking fine. And then I got on a train and some guy hassled me. Look, that's another story. Today we're here for TFU. Angry, take it away with our cavalcade of fucked up shit today.
Yeah, might as well call this video Spoiled for Choice, because so much fucked up shit happens in the world.
Unbelievable.
And one of the big fucked up stories was the Walter Scott shooting in the US.
Oh, facepalm, world facepalm.
Like another unarmed black guy shot dead by a white cop. And in this case, the cop is actually facing murder charges because a bystander shot a video that showed him firing, like, I think it was 8 shots at the guy as he ran away, which is clearly unacceptable. And the cop's facing charges. And you've got these people saying, so why aren't the black people happy now?
Yeah.
Because, you see, if the video didn't exist, the fact that the dude had been shot 5 times in the back wouldn't even be investigated. We've seen on the video, after shooting him, the cop handcuffs him, puts his hand behind his back, and then drops his taser next to him, and his story afterwards was, oh, he took my taser and threatened me.
Yeah, he took my taser, man, and then he was going to tase me, so I shot the fuck out of him in the back because he was turned around with the taser and he was going to do some cheeky Asian shit with the kung fu, and then I had to shoot him in the back from 10 metres away because he was running up. He was coming right at me.
Yeah, he ran away just so he could get a run up and come back.
And come back at me with the taser, so I had to shoot him. And then this guy is fucking stunned that he's facing charges. That's the bit that bothers me.
Yeah, see, and you go, why are black people so upset? Because this shit with the cops completely unjustifiably murdering an unarmed black person happens somewhere between all the fucking time and every fucking day. That's the continuum. The old literally walking outside being black is taking your life in hand. People go, oh, but what about all the black on white crime? Yeah, there's a fuck ton of crime in the world and in America specifically. And yeah, there's a fuck ton of black people committing crimes and stuff.
True story.
This is actually true. But this is a real thing. Black people, no matter who they are, have to consider, I wonder if a cop's going to shoot me dead as I walk outside today.
Because I don't know, because I've got a doctorate in medicine and I have life-saving surgery to go to, but because I'm the wrong frigging colour, some good old boy from the south with the wrong diet plan, and he maybe woke up on the wrong side of bed this morning, or worse, the right side of bed this morning, has turned up with his gun that is a substitute for his cock. Maybe I'm going too far, I never know, and shoot the fuck out of me because I am indeed the wrong colour and the wrong culture, and therefore balance is maintained.
Yeah.
In Australia, we have the common fucking decency to at least cover up these crimes, to at least pretend that some other shit happened. You know, we kill black people all the friggin' time. Trust me, I know this. But at least the cops do something shady about it. Oh, he got tonsillitis and fucking died from a beating. Oh, no, he got tonsillitis and died from fucking running away from gunfire. Or he got tonsillitis and jumped off a building. Right, at least they have the common decency to pretend that they did something wrong and they're trying to fucking cover it up. In America, you don't need to do that. I shot me a nigger. Get me a new badge.
Yeah. And if this hasn't upset you, this case, if you're having a good day, if you're feeling too good about humans, just do an online search for Walter Scott shooting fake. And if you don't completely despair from humanity after reading a few results, then you're the one who's fucked up, okay? It's as simple as that. Let's go a little bit lighter, still fucked up. A French TV network got hacked recently. Their on-air signal was interrupted, like, ooh, stuff that shouldn't have gone to air, And there's a big question, how on earth did that happen? A clue came when one of the journalists from this network was interviewed on camera and just behind his head were like post-it notes with usernames and passwords to various accounts the station used. So the problem might actually be that these guys don't fucking understand security.
Now, can we cue in all the French jokes now? Can we do that now?
No, that's a little bit of punching down.
Oh.
That's like picking on the special needs kitty.
Oh,
At this point, saying anything about cheese-eating surrender monkeys is just being unnecessarily mean.
Can we do something about waiters being rude and stupid at the same time? Or is that really, it's the same bucket. It's the same bucket. Yeah. It's just racist. It's not mature. You know, can we do something about the smell? No, we can't do that. Can we do something about, like, you know, pretending to have food but being radiated at the same time and being radiated by... It's not okay, is it? I'm just really... I'm going to hanging onto a string that's really not going to climb me out of this abyss of ingrained racism against the French. And I've just got to stop fucking criticising the French for their Frenchness.
Yeah, we'll just let that go and let them dig their own hole, I think.
Okay, and they're good at that.
And of course, a week's not going to go by that we don't talk about something fucked up in Australia. On Friday, there was a protest in the central part of Melbourne against an issue that we actually talked about in another video, the forced closure of remote Indigenous communities. A bunch of people saying, this is bullshit, we want to stand up in solidarity and say, we don't support this.
Lifestyle choice, by the way.
Yeah,
if you live out in the bloody country, you know, you've got the options with the money you've not got and the skills that you've not been taught in the school you didn't go to because there's no school for 1,000 kilometres and the diet that wasn't so hot. But the local store is being run by people who want a yacht and it's open for 2 hours a day and costs you $15 to withdraw from the automatic telling machine. And fuck them. They've got all the advantages except maybe none of them.
So lo and behold,
and they're black too. So whatever.
That's understood. In the whole, they're not worth it, that bit's understood.
They look funny, you know. In the night time, you go, oh, where are they? You know, well, they're doing rituals. That's what they're doing. Some of them aren't even Christians. Just saying, a lot of them are, though.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
A lot of them really are. Quite devout.
But anyway, so on Friday, a bunch of people did a protest around the centre of Melbourne, around Flinders Street Station. Now, and this was like 4 or 5 p.m, like peak hour going home time on Friday. I, for one, had to actually come up with an alternative to get home because my normal home route went right through the middle of this.
Oh, bastards!
So yes, I had to momentarily inconvenience myself.
Oh, what the hell's wrong with the world if a white man coming home from a corporate job's got to inconvenience himself?
So
get out the torches and guns.
Well, led by Murdoch-owned tabloid The Herald Sun, who ran with the headline, it was "Selfish Rabble Closed Down City." Now this is supposed, I'm in a city that gets closed down all the fucking time.
Really? Every month there's a festival. Trust me, this
shit
happens.
Like the AFL Grand Final, the fucking horse races, Fashion Week, fucking Moomba, every other fucking month something shuts down the city, which is only for a really shallow commercial enterprise that benefits a tiny number of people. But that's completely fucking legitimate. But if a bunch of people do something on behalf of what is quite frankly the most disenfranchised people in the fucking world.
No hyperbole, real thing.
Actually go talk to the UN. Who's the most fucked over people in the world? People in remote Indigenous Australian communities. That's who.
Trust me.
And so when people went on behalf of them, they're apparently selfish rabble. Rich fuckwits holding up the Melbourne fucking cup. That's an integral part of culture. Standing up for people who are being fucked over from those on high. That apparently makes you selfish rabble.
Selfish frickin' rabble. Selfish frickin' rabble. If they'd have done something like an economic tie-in, maybe got one of the TV channels involved and said, look, there's a major drama about bloody something to do with banking, and then it would have been okay. Because then they would have had the parade and they would have had like confetti cannons going off and then you'd have like 3 black kids there and there would have been silence. Silence, silence. Then we'd wait for the 3 black kids to go and then the parade would have kept on going and there would have been partying and dancing. That wouldn't have been selfish.
Exactly. And if you're wondering where this shit attitude comes from, there's an old saying that a fish rots from the head down. And who's the rotting fish head of Australia? Well, Tony fucking Abbott.
We're going to say that. We're going to say that because it's real.
Because it's real. The head of our government
He
is...
crippled me.
Ugh. And that's... well, we've actually told that story in other videos. But that's where this shit comes from. And what's Tony Abbott's fuck-up of the week? Fronting a press conference.
Hang on, I'm just going to pause you there. There's something wrong when you can take the leader of your country and go, what's his fuck-up of the week?
Because
knowing that there's contenders.
There's going to be something new. This is the one thing. He could have...
like 2 or 3 real contenders for what's his actual fuck-up of the week. You know every week he's going to fuck up. And like you have to sift through the 3 or 4 that he's done and go, oh, that one was pretty bad. And this week, Angry, we've decided that what's Tony done this week?
Well, he's fronting the media and talking about how, our stop the boat shit works. You've got to vote for us and no one else. I assume someone said, have you come to terms with the fact you're going to get rogered royally in the next federal election? Oh. He said, no, you got to vote for us. Any other government, and this is a quote, would succumb to the cries of the human rights lawyers. That's apparently a bad thing. When human rights lawyers are upset at you, the fault's with the human rights lawyers, not with the shit you are pulling.
I was in Africa the other day sitting down with like Bashir from Syria and a couple of the Iranians, and we were just saying, fucking UN, what's their fucking problem with their fucking rules and sanctions and shit? Oh my God. Fucking they don't know what it's like to have to live with niggers.
Now, this is like the most insane shit that you expect to come out of despotic leaders of military juntas. Like, listen to the UN. Who's going to murder all the underclass if I'm not doing it? Do you think the opposition will actually indulge in ethnic cleansing on a national scale if they get in power? Probably not.
Are these Muslims going to drown themselves at sea? I don't bloody think so. 2 of them can swim.
This is the fucking state we're living in when the fucking leader of our country says human rights lawyers are the bad guys.